Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm Christina and thank you guys so much for watching. So today I'm going to be trying Il Makiage for the first time. So I'm using the Carli Bybel and Il Makiage collab. This is their Cosmic Lip Kit collection. And I'm also using their foundation and translucent powder. And last but not least, I will also be trying out the new Natasha Denona mini gold palette. And if you guys want to see how I got this look right here, then please keep on watching. So I already primed my eyes with the Louise base in shade Rumor 2. And now it's time for this little cutie. This is the Natasha Denona mini gold palette. It is so adorable. So it's 5 shades and they're all like greenish golds, olives, very fall vibes. I'm trying to use all 5 colors. We'll see what happens. So let's get started. All the names of this palette are very hard to pronounce. So I'm not gonna even try. So I'm just gonna go with this color right here as my transition. I'm going to grab this green mossy matte right here. I'm using the JS12 brush from the Morphe X Jeffree Star collab to get into the like socket area of my eye and just try and make that green darker. So I went to Target today to get dog food for Mochi. Like that's all I was intending to get, okay? Dog food. And then Target hella came for my pockets, okay? Because everything, I wasn't expecting it because it's not even October yet. But literally everything was pumpkin flavored and I'm that basic bee, okay? I couldn't resist. I had to, okay? I had to get it. I had to get everything. The only thing that threw me off was pumpkin mochi. Like I wasn't expecting that. I've never seen that before. I was just thinking like, I don't know, usually when something that's like Asian gets like Americanified, it usually doesn't taste that great. Like, I'm not so sure, but half of me regrets it because you never know. You can't knock it till you try it. It could be great. Half of me is proud of me for not falling for the trick, but I don't know. I'm in between right now. This is a shimmer shade, but it doesn't look very shimmery or reflective, so I'm just going to use it in my inner and outer corners to try and create like a halo look with it and see how it will look. I'll probably pop like possibly a little bit into my crease. We'll see how shimmery it is. That trip to Target made me so happy that I'm actually listening to freaking Mariah Carey Christmas music right now. I'm so happy. I'm so ready for fall. This is like my favorite time of year. I love fall. I love winter. It's just, this is Christmas season. This is fall season. This is pumpkin season. This is candle day season. This is everything pumpkin eggnog smelling scented season. This is gift getting season. This is makeup at its best season. I'm ready for it. I am all about it and I'm so ready. So this color is exactly what I thought it would be. It doesn't have a lot of shimmer. It goes on pretty matte, slightly tiny bits of shimmer in it, but it goes on pretty matte. So that's pretty much what I expected of it. I think I'm going to connect the middle with like the pointy part of this brush. For some reason, this eye is always easier to do. I have no idea why. Do you see this? Like, this eye now has to catch up to this eye, even though I started off with this eye. Like, I don't know why, but this one is just, like, the good child, and this one's, like, the naughty one. Like, it just doesn't cooperate as well. So I'm going to cut my crease with my base, just, like, the middle part to create a halo. So my plan is to use this color first as a base, and then I'm going to top it off with this gold. So we'll see how this goes. I'm using this Morphe 213 brush to really hug that detailed area. Does that even make sense? To not go over the cut crease is what I'm trying to say. I'm just going to go in with this color again to kind of outline my halo because I kind of lost it a little bit. So I'm grab this Stila Magnificent Metals Glitter and Glow Liquid Eyeshadow, and this is in the color Gold Goddess. If you guys have not played with this yet, they're so like, they're like the game changer of Fearless, okay? It goes from this to like boom in seconds. So I really like it. It has a ton of shades, but I feel like all you need is a gold and a silver and you're good, because I just use them as like toppers. I never use them as like an actual shadow. Okay, so I know it looks like not that blended, but hold on. That's what I wanted. I'm gonna grab this gold color and I'm gonna put it right over that golden goddess. I just wanted to use it as like a gold base so it could like pop more. Do you see what I mean? This is so gorge. So I'm just gonna get a brush to kind of get closer to the edge since my fat finger can't to get there. I'm just grabbing a random brow bone color from an ABH palette. This is Tempera from the Soft Glam. This may be called the mini palette, but it packed a hell of a punch. I love how this look turned out. It turned out way better than I had ever hoped or expected it to be. I love it. I was definitely going for fall vibes, but this is kind of giving me Christmas Day, Christmassy family party vibes if you want to be that bitch, which I am. I definitely always go all out on my makeup, so I love it. Highly recommend. So pigmented, and I just, I can't say enough. It's so good. So I wanted to get the Carli Bybel and Il Makiage collab, and I also didn't want to pay for shipping. So in order to qualify for it, I decided to buy their foundation and loose powders just because I'm really interested in like makeup in general. So I figured, why not, you know? So here's the package that came in. Look how cute this is. Sorry, I don't speak low maintenance. I feel like that should be my motto. Actually, this one's my motto. There's no such thing as too much. Enough said. I didn't even notice this until the light hit it. The tissue paper even says Il Makiage. It just looked black when I first saw it. Oh my god. I love this attention to detail. And when I was little, do you see these seal things? They actually sold these at Barnes & Noble. Like, it was actually like a wax stick that's like golden or silver or red or whatever, just like this. And you would melt it, and then you would put like your stamp in it and everything, just like Harry Potter style and everything. And I used to be so obsessed with it, and I bought it when I was a kid. I sent letters to nobody, but I just loved it, and this just brings me back to that. That is so cute. You know, the irony is I don't have a lot of space, not because I don't have a lot of space, it's because I'm unorganized, and that's why I have no space. So, story of my life. This is like super cushioned, so you know your stuff isn't going to get damaged in transit. So that is so cool how much effort they put into it. And boom. Carli! Oh! Yes. Wow, that is... I love it. I love it when you buy something online and like opening and everything is like an experience, because I love shopping in stores because, you know, you get to see like all the displays and all that stuff and like just the experience. I like that Il Makiage brought like that store experience home. So that's just really cute. So this is Carli's collection. I got the Cosmic Lip Collection because I'm into like brownish nudes. Oh no. Okay, this, oopsie. Yeah, that didn't exactly stay in place. There's like holders and everything for it, so I feel like maybe I just got shook it. So I got the Woke Up Like This Flawless Base Foundation. Boom. It's supposed to, this is the most ungraceful unboxing ever. It's supposed to be in this little pedestal. So I got two shades. I got shade 075 and 010. So let's see how these babies work. And then this is the loose powder. They had like a shimmery loose powder and then a regular one. I just opted for the regular one. Translucent loose powder. All right, let's see how these products hold up. I'm really excited for the lip products though. So I'm gonna use the Fenty Beauty Hydrating Soft Silk Primer. And I just finished unboxing the Il Makiage stuff. I don't know how I'm gonna edit this because I kind of like clumsily did the foundation unboxing, and I think I was like too into the Carli lip collection that I got. So I might just like leave that at the end of the video if you guys are interested in seeing how the packaging looks. It's freaking amazing. I love it. So I think that's why I took forever unboxing, because I was just so amazed by it. So I have a feeling it'll make the video too long. So I'm using shade 75 and 10. I don't remember if this foundation is supposed to be matte, luminous, full coverage, medium coverage. I have no idea, so I'm just kind of walking in blind, to be honest. I know my face looks really light to you, but it matches my neck. I like matching my face to my neck because my neck is lighter, and I feel like it just makes more sense because then I don't have to go through the trouble of pulling my makeup all the way down to my neck, and then my really long hair won't like touch the foundation and get stuck on it, or it won't get stuck in my clothes and stuff like that. So I only have to pull like my foundation like underneath my chin, and that'll be good enough. I don't have to pull it all the way down. And then as for the finish of this, it's definitely not matte and it's definitely not full coverage. It's more on the natural skin-like finish type vibe. This is when you want to see like your skin peeking through, you still want to look natural, you don't want to look too fake. This is definitely that type of finish. It's more light to medium coverage, and it is buildable, but it's only buildable up to medium. So I did try to build up this foundation as much as possible, and this is as much coverage as I would get. So it's definitely only buildable up to medium. And yeah, so I like the foundation. It's definitely up to you on what you like, if you want to be fuller coverage, if you want to be whatever, but this is really nice for me. I like it. I don't mind it. It's very like natural. It definitely doesn't go with my eyes though, because usually whenever you have really loud eyes, or whenever I have really loud eyes, I would like it to be a more fuller coverage foundation as opposed to natural, but I didn't know that going in, so just putting that out there. So I'm going to use the Natasha Denona Transfix Matte Concealer. And I'm in the shades 2R and 5R. I'm going to use 5R first just to even out my skin tone a little bit. I freaking love this Natasha Denona concealer. This is my first time using it, and seriously, this brand never lets me down. I freaking love it. This is so awesome. So I was kind of like sad earlier because you could see a lot of my sunspots and freckles, but I was hoping that this would cover it up, and it did, because if that area is just covered, everything's fine. Like everything else could be like skin-like and like peek through, but that area just has so much going on with like redness and hyperpigmentation and sunspots and freckles that it's just like that needs to be covered. Everything else can be a little bit more natural and skin-like, so I like that it covered it up. And this says that it's supposed to be matte, but it's actually, to me, this doesn't look matte at all. It looks just as luminous and skin-like as the foundation, but it has more coverage, and I really like it. It's not super full coverage. It's more like medium-ish coverage. Like it's almost full, but not there yet. It's like medium-ish full coverage. Does that make sense? Like it's over medium, but it's not quite to full yet. So I really love it. So I'm using the lighter shade 2R to brighten up my face and highlight. So I'm gonna contour my face, and I'm gonna use the Kat Von D Shade Light palette. This is the cream contour and the powder contour. I obviously don't have the Shade Light palette. I just bought the refillable pans and shoved them in a Morphe palette just because that's just more affordable, since I'm not gonna use every color in the palette. I'm gonna use the Nude Sticks Nudies Bloom and the shade Sweet Peony. Do you guys know that Hilary Duff invested in Nude Sticks? That's very interesting. So she's an investor, and she just, or is about to release a collab with them. So that's really interesting. I love Hilary Duff. She is so cute. I love Lizzie McGuire. And do you guys remember Lizzie McGuire? I freaking love Lizzie McGuire. And Younger, I freaking love Younger. I feel like Younger is such an underrated show. I love it. And I didn't even know until like yesterday that Lizzie McGuire is going to go under a, whatchamacallit, revival thing. So that's gonna be cool. So now you're gonna see Lizzie as a 30-year-old. So that's really cool that all this stuff from like when I was a kid is like coming back. So I think it's really cute. And now it's time to test their loose powder. I'm assuming that since their foundation wasn't matte, it was very like natural finish, I'm assuming the powder is gonna be as well, because it would make no sense for the powder to be like super matte and then like the foundation's luminous. Like I feel like it would be like on the same page, you know? So I'm not expecting this to be like Laura Mercier pore filling or anything like that, but we shall see. This powder smells so freaking good. It smells like vanilla, like a very nice sweet vanilla. It's not overpowering, it's light, but it's just really nice. I like it. Okay, I was wrong. This is pore filling. This is very pore filling. It kind of gives you that like blurred finish. So I really like that. That's the reason why I use powders. So I'm going to mix Kylie Khaki with the Marc Jacobs Tantastic. I literally just tore out a chunk of the bronzer with my nail. I feel like this is like a sign of like growth. I know this sounds really dumb, but when I was young, I used to get so upset when I did that. But now I just think back and I'm just like, when have you ever hit pan on any of these things that you've accidentally clawed out? So what's the point in using like all that wasted energy and just being upset for like absolutely no reason? Like, it's not gonna get you anywhere. It's not gonna do anything for you, and you're just gonna make yourself like all negative for no reason. And it used to piss me off so bad and put me in a bad mood, but it's like, why? But I apply that with like everything in life. I try not to get mad because I have like major anger issues. And I just feel like this is like a good example of it. I know it sounds like really trivial, but it's like if you apply it to everything you do in life, it makes a huge difference. I also really like that this smells like vanilla because it puts me in the fall Christmassy vibes. Because I don't know about you guys, but whenever I buy candles, I always go for like the sweet smelling one. So at this time of year when it's like pumpkin cupcake or campfire cocoa or hot chocolate or buttered rum eggnog or all that stuff, like I always go maple syrup, like maple something, like I always go for like the really sweet scents, like dessert scents from Bath and Body Works. Like any of those candles that have those like sweets in it, I always go for those. I don't go for the ones that are like that smell really fresh and stuff. I go for like the really sweet ones, like really sickly sweet, like bakery sweet. I really love that. So this definitely brings me back to those candles, to those vibes. So I really like this powder. I love any powder that smells like this. It just feels very like homey, very like Mrs. Claus in the bakery type vibes. So if I were to go over this powder really quick, my thoughts would be that it is very finely milled, super finely milled. It smells amazing. It smells like cozy vanilla. It does like blur your pores and fine lines and just kind of gives you that like blurring effect. So I really like that. It doesn't feel too dry. It's not like super mattifying either. So it's just like a good in between. So it's not too much of anything. So I'm going to smoke out my lower lash line with these two colors, and then at the very outer corners, I'm going to use the shimmer that kind of looks more like a matte when it's on, right at the outer corners. Okay, so after letting the powder kind of settle and after I baked and removed the bake and all that stuff, I see that the end result is very matte. So I feel like if you use the foundation and the powder in conjunction, you will end up with a very matte look. That's going to be your end result. I feel like the powder kind of compensates for how luminous the foundation is, and that's why I ended up with a very matte, poreless, like vibe, plastic doll vibes type look. I feel like if you want to keep the luminousness of the foundation, then just use a different powder that's more luminous as opposed to the powder that not came with it, but the Il Makiage powder. And also, I know that the powder was translucent, but I feel like it gave my face a more coverage, more coverage, because it doesn't look as skin-like as it did before. Like, so many of my imperfections were peeking through, and I feel like they don't show as much now. So, but it was translucent, so I don't know. But yeah, those are my thoughts. I'm going to highlight now with one of my new faves. This is the Benefit Cookie Highlighter. This is like a golden pearl shade. I freaking love it. It's just like the perfect finish. It's high shine, but it's not too shiny that's like crazy where you can't wear to work or something, but it's there. You can totally see it. I hate it when you wear highlighter and then you can't see it. So it's like a really good in between. It looks very natural. It looks very luminous. It's very glowy. Everything you want a highlighter. I love, love, love it. I remember Jaclyn Hill talked about this like all the time on her channel when it was only in like a palette, and she was like, I wish it would come out in a single, and like now it did. So that's when I decided to try it, and she was right. It is really good. Since I'm very like sparkly with my eyes, I kind of want to look more luminous. So I'm going to grab the Anastasia Dewy set. Okay, now time for the fun part. I'm going to try the Carli Bybel and Il Makiage collab. This is the Cosmic Lip Set. The lip liner is amazing. I love that it's like a true brown. Most browns kind of have like an orangey pinkish hue to it or something like that. This is just like true brown, which is what I wanted. So I absolutely love that. It glided on perfectly, and it kind of faded out nicely when I tried to blend it out onto my lips so it wouldn't be a harsh line. So that was super nice. This lipstick is amazing. It's super pigmented. It went on nicely. I didn't have to warm it up on my fingertips. It wasn't too matte. It wasn't even matte at all. It wasn't matte or drying. It was actually really creamy and pigmented. So I love that. I love that it's like a nice like nude brown, like a true nude brown. Like it's so hard to find a good nude because usually they're very pinky or very orangey, and I hate that. This is like a nice nude brown, like no warm, no pinky, no nothing. So I really love the color of this. I like that I didn't have to mix other colors into it because it was too dark or too light or too orange or anything like that. So this was like a perfect shade, perfect formula. I love it. And the Star Child lip gloss, like this packaging, I still can't get over it. It is the best packaging I've ever seen on a lip product. It's amazing. I like that the lip gloss is actually moisturizing, and it's also not like, all glosses are obviously glossy, sticky, but this isn't super sticky and tacky where every time I'm talking, like my lips are getting stuck together. And I'm pretty sure like if I went out and about, my hair wouldn't like constantly get stuck on it. Like I'm sure some would stick, but not as much as like other glosses, because it's not gluey, goopy, kind of tacky. So I really like it, and it's just amazing. So I'm so happy I got this. And I already told you guys how happy I was about this palette already. This is just so cute. This palette is so adorable. It packs a huge punch, and I just love how this look turned out. Like this is definitely just one of my fave looks that I've created so far for my channel. I really love it, and it just came from this tiny little palette. So what more could you ask for? And just, yeah, I'm so happy. So I hope you guys enjoyed this look, and have a great night, you guys.